What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Let's Talk. Today we're going to talk Nintendo. I always thought of them as sort of a juggernaut of sorts. Started off really strong with the Nintendo Entertainment System, kept that going with the Super Nintendo, even though pictured here is the Super Famicom Japanese edition, and the Nintendo 64. And then in my opinion, it kind of started to tilt downhill after that. The GameCube had some really great games, but I don't think the console as a whole was really kind of as popular as it maybe should have been. It's gotten to the point to where I feel Nintendo is sort of stuck in this cycle that I think is they think is, oh, well, this is an amazing thing. Look at how great this is. We get to make new consoles and all this other kind of crap. But it stagnates, and I think people eventually start getting tired of having to deal with the fact that they continue to put out more and more consoles. Like, you see every 5 to 6 years, like, here's another console. Another 5 to 6 years, here's another console. Another 5 to 6 years, here's another console. It's like, stop already. Nothing goes backwards. Like, you couldn't take your original Nintendo games and put them in the Super Nintendo. It didn't work. And it kept going the entire time. At what point do you stop? And I think it gets to the point to where I realized this a lot with the Wii. That at the time that the Wii came out, you had Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 that were also on the market. Well, a lot of the more adult-oriented games were going towards Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. So all the people that could afford to go out and buy all the games were getting to the point to where they're like, I don't want to go play all this kid crap, because that's what Nintendo pretty much has been since 1986, is here's some kid crap. Mario and Yoshi and all of this other kind of crap that they do, and now we got Star Fox, and it's all these real G to PG titles. And it gets old for adults because we don't always want to play that shit. I enjoyed all the Zelda games I had played up until I didn't really like Wind Waker, but I enjoyed it more than I did Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess fucking sucked. I'm sorry if you think otherwise. I hated that game. I didn't like that I constantly was being forced into playing a dog, and why I was playing a dog, I was like, I don't care. There was one particular moment, and it's the last moment I remember, is that when you had that big old cloud of Twilight shit appear above you, and then like 3 or 4 dudes fall and they try and teach you how to do some type of combat thing. I hated that part. I hated that I spent all the time as Link running around town going, all right, I've got all this stuff, and then bam, I'm a dog. I've got a shield on my back. I've got a sword on my back that I'm not doing anything with. Why am I a dog? I don't like it. And I started to get to the point to where I was outgrowing Mario. The Super Mario Brothers thing that they came out on the Wii was kind of cool, but again, it's the same rehashed shit over and over again. And it's almost like every 5 to 6 years when they put out a new console, they're going, okay, well, there's other little kids that we're trying to get onto the Nintendo train. But if you don't actually evolve properly, there's going to come a point to where those ones that you sucked in for 3 consoles, they're like, and now I'm done. I don't want to get any more of your bullshit. I remember, like I said, my first 3 were the ones that I enjoyed. The Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and the Nintendo 64. And the GameCube came out, and the graphics increase and the length of the games increase. But that's really about it. Everything else is just a constant rehash. And I have to say that if it wasn't for new generations, Nintendo would have probably died out 6 years ago. Like, the only reason why the Wii got so popular is because everybody wanted the damn thing. Like, this thing is so great. You know, it's the new thing. Look, I can point at this. I can do all this weird shit with this little thing. Yeah, and then you see all these reports of, you know, people are going and the strap for the remote breaks and there's broken TVs. So now you have this brand new Nintendo console that has become a TV killer. And not in the sense that I've played on this TV entirely too much and there's no pixels left on it. You know, there's just this one pixel that I can see everything that moves and I just have to figure out what the hell is being played there. But, like, at what point do you sit there and go, we need to evolve and we need to bring more adult-oriented stuff so that adults and kids enjoy playing on this instead of just, well, I'm going to play on here and, you know, I'll play with my kid for a few hours. And yeah, it's great parent-child time, but the adult is really only doing it because the child enjoys it. The adult really doesn't enjoy the game itself, usually. Or sometimes, I guess. I guess sometimes is better than saying usually. But the point still stands that there aren't too many adults that are going, well, I have to play the latest Mario. I mean, there are some, but a wide variety of audience? No. We end up growing out of it. It's sort of like Nintendo is the ever-present toddler. And they just won't grow up. It's like they're one of Peter Pan's Lost Boys. They're still on that island of lost toys. It's just, I've been on this island 57 years and I still look 12. That's about how Nintendo is. And it makes me sad for them because of the juggernaut that they were and that they are no longer being. It's almost like they have to keep doing what they're doing just to stay relevant because they won't change their method when it comes to any of their other titles. Zelda stays the damn same. Donkey Kong stays the damn same. Mario has always been the same. Well, then you've got Mario Super Strikers and soccer, and you got tennis, and you got all this other kind of bullshit. But it's the same rehash shit. It's no different than Mario Golf back in the day. Like, it constantly just keeps in this revolving door of, now here's a new console. Or, you know, and it's almost like, we're gonna keep making Mario and Zelda and all this other kind of shit on a new console so that you can kind of see, well, this console had this Mario and this console had this Zelda. But at what point do you stop, man? Like, at what point does this model just die out? I can't imagine, you know, having the Wii U and the Wii and the Switch and all this other kind of shit. Yeah, but you know, you got all these kids that love playing Call of Duty with their friends. Can they do it on this? No? Then they're going to pass it up. They don't want it anymore. Even the younger crowd is wanting to play older people games because they don't want any of this kiddie cartoon shit. They watch cartoons for the kiddie cartoon shit. They don't want to play the games that have it too. They want to play something different. They want to do something different. And Nintendo, that word is completely foreign to them once they get past the console. It's do a completely different console. You can't do anything else from the previous consoles on it. You can with the Wii and the Wii U because you could download old games. But if you already have that game, why would you want to buy it again just to play it on the new console? Maybe it's because I don't understand business or whatever, but this just seems like a bad business model to me. I don't understand. Like, at what point do you just go, I'm fucking done, and you don't ever pick it up again? I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in this. I know that some people kind of have my same view. What do you guys think? Is Nintendo fine? Do you look forward to the next Nintendo release? Do you look forward to the next time you have to buy a $300 to $500 system just to play Zelda again? Do you love Mario that much that you have to play the next Mario regardless of what system it's on? Let me know. I would love to know what everyone else's thoughts and feelings are on this, because I know that I'm not alone in my thoughts, and I know that there are people that have differentiating opinions of my own. And I just want to know, if you are a Nintendo lover and you keep getting the systems, what makes you keep going back? What is it about Nintendo and the way that they do their shit that makes you go, I'm going to get it regardless? Like, are you just that entrenched in hardcore Nintendo warfare, kind of like Apple and Android, to where regardless of what Android users say, like, but you can go to many different companies, have many different things instead of just all this Apple stuff. You don't have to be in just this one little cocoon. There are other things out there. And then, you vehemently just defend these things. Let me know in the comments. You enjoyed my rant? You got this far in the video? Give yourself a thumbs up as well as the video. And as always, if you guys have a suggestion for something you want to hear in a Let's Talk of me rant and rave about for a while, chuck in the comments below. And until I see another video, I'm Pickle, and I'm out.